UTTU Special Week just dropped, but are you prepared to clear it? Welcome back to Cocky Gachas, and in this video, I'm going to make a video guide on the UTTU Special Week specifically because I find it to be quite difficult, especially for a new player. I think that this is going to be a big challenge. UTTU 05. The rest of stages I managed to auto it, so if you guys are having trouble, just try a few more times, you should be fine, or learn to read the information, should be fine. But UTTU 5 itself, even if you know how to read, it's not going to be the easiest. And for you guys that are struggling, you might be thinking how to clear it. Let's first break down why this stupid stage is so difficult. So the first thing why this is so difficult is because this stage itself gives Muxi +1 after the caster sustains an attack. It might be beneficial to you, might think that this is good, but it makes the Butcher extremely annoying because this also applies to the enemies. And if you take a look at this Butcher over here, right, the strategy is very simple. You never go for the Butcher, you go for the Butcher's Bubble, which has 250k health. If you were to go for the Butcher straight, this Butcher is going to have the damage increase by 20% and damage taken is reduced by 20% after it dies, and this is unlimited stacking, right? So very annoying. Of course, if you naturally AoE him down, for that one turn you're going to have the benefit of being able to freely attack this without fear at all. However, that is not our main intention to go directly for him. Our main intention is still going for the Butcher's Bubble. And what is so annoying about this bloody guy is that when he ultimates, right, over here you can see, if he ultimates, he enters taunt state and he's able to reflect or counter you, right, which means he's going to apply bleeding to you and you are going to feel super bad. You're going to have a lot of bleeding going on. You're going to be countered a million times if you let him taunt. So the intention here is to not let him ultimate, but there comes a problem, right? If you don't attack him at all, you just attack the Butcher Bubble, you are going to let him gain 2 Muxi as well as having the rousing morale. And also if you were to attack the Butcher's Bubble, he still gain 1 Muxi and a rousing morale. So whichever guy that you hit, he's going to regardless be able to get the ultimate on. And also one more thing that I'm going to show you guys, right? I'm not sure if this is a bug or intended, but you can see on the screen right now, if we were to hit him, right now he has 2 AP, we hit him, right? He's going to gain 1 Muxi, and secondly, because we hit the Butcher's Bubble with this Beacon skill, AoE skill, he's going to also gain 1 Muxi, so total should be 4 Muxi, but I don't know where he's getting his ultimate from, but after hitting him only with this AoE, he's able to gain 5 Muxi, and is able to use ultimate at the end or at the start of the second round, which means that this bug, intended or not, is technically making your life very difficult. You need to control his ultimate because you cannot let him taunt, and at the same time he starts to taunt at the second round. Okay, so very hard to deal with, and what I would suggest is to deal with him, right, since he's not CC immune, we don't want to let him ultimate, so we have to control him, we have to CC him. First one that I recommend is our 7-star god Beacon over here. So 7-star god Beacon is always good, and the reason is because she has the seal, which is so crazy. Seal 3 turns, this freaking Butcher can just sit on full Muxi, cannot move, cannot do anything to you. Okay, so Beacon will be our premier choice. Of course, there are other options as well. From a 6-star perspective, we have Medicine Pocket that can base with her ultimate, and also we have Druvis that can petrify the Butcher until he become a petrified Butcher, right? Become plant type instead of meat type. So very strong 3 options over here. Alternatively, you can use Pickles to dispel away the counter, but not very consistent because you are not able to always consistently have the 2-star cards to dispel, right? So I would really prefer you going with one of the options that I mentioned. And also, since the Butcher's Bubble have 250,000 health, I would really suggest you to go with a Hyper Carry and go for the to the left shred. But one thing that I've changed over here is that instead of going full to the left with the Dodge, the Oak, I went with the Porin. Because with Porin, you are able to have extra AP so that you are able to consistently get the Muxi that you need. This is going to be very important. And one trick that I'm going to show you guys as well, right? Because initially I did not do the trick. So initially I went in like this with all of these cards, and you can see, right, here I have to get the seal by the next turn. Otherwise this guy is going to ult. We're going to have a bad time. So what I did was I used the debuff card and I just move, and then I use like this. With Porin, you are able to do it because you just nice gain 5 Muxi, and provided, of course, if he doesn't hit you. If he hits you, then of course you don't need to do that. But we're not going to play the RNG game, right? Just this is consistently, you are going to be able to get 5 Muxi, you are able to going to stop his ultimate this way. Okay, so this is one of the ways. Another way that I'm going to show you guys also, you can see on the screen right now, is to use the Deagle's Muxi card. So if you use the Deagle's Muxi card, then very simply you are going to be able to gain it at the start of the turn. You don't have to do anything, right? From that perspective, you're straight away able to get the ultimate. So next turn you can just use it, or even the first turn you want to use your Beacon, your Petrify, whatever that is going to be very good, because the Butcher is not going to be able to attack you, especially if you use the Beacon, especially if you use Medicine Pocket. So this is going to be the premier choice to actually counter this Stitch. And another tip that I can give for you guys is that on the screen right now, you can see, right, my Sotheby have 0 Muxi. So if I were to attack one time with this debuff card, technically I should only have 1 Muxi. However, because this is an AoE card, right, even if I target the Butcher's Bubble, it is going to hit the Butcher. So the Butcher have 2 counter tries each round, and that would mean that I would definitely gain 1 Muxi from him countering me because I sustain damage. So do take note to exploit this, especially if you have a lack of cards or you want to move extra cards, right? This is one way to counter so that you don't have to use too many AP in a way which diminishes your DPS that way. So this is one of an additional tip that I have for you guys. So with all of that, I hope that you guys are able to clear it, and I'm just going to leave you guys with the battle footage. Enjoy.